What's up, everybody? This is the Tech Preacher. So technology is always evolving, and it's amazing to see how far we have came over time, using devices like smart home or virtual reality, which is incredible how things have changed our daily lives. So today, I'm diving in some of the weirdest gadgets that I ever use. So I'm going to give you 5 top gadgets that's very weird that I've reviewed here on this YouTube channel. Some of the gadgets I'm still using today. So let's have some fun. Sit back, relax, and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. So coming in at number 5 of the weirdest gadgets I've ever used is a smartphone with a watch on the back. Yes, it's the Unihertz Tock S. This smartphone has the most weirdest feature that I ever saw. Now this device has a digital watch on the back. Kinda don't make sense, right? Kinda don't make sense because you would have to take this device and lay it screen down first to see the watch on the back. And after about 30 seconds, this watch goes off. So you got a few watch faces, right, to choose from. But what makes this device so weird, right, is that you can use this display to take a photo. Unfortunately, the features don't include video, but you could take a photo with this and you could get your notifications, you could swipe up and down and stuff like that. It's so crazy that after a while you wouldn't even use this feature because, I mean, even if you want to use the camera on here, the cameras are trash. So you wouldn't want to use the cameras here on this device. And this device don't get no software updates and stuff like that. This phone was released in 2023 with Android 12. And in 2024, this device is still running Android 12. Now, the funniest thing about the Tock phone is that Unihertz released the same phone without the watch feature. Instead, what they did was they released the same phone with a light on the back. Now, this is weird because this is kind of ugly. And, you know, so that's what Unihertz did. But the rest of the phone was okay. It had the Dimensity 700 series processor in it. It got 8 gigs of RAM. We got a 6.53-inch 1080p 60Hz display. The performance was okay, right? But this was a weird phone, right? I mean, it's coming in at number 5, but it's definitely a weird phone. So that is going to be the Tock device that's coming in at number 5. So coming in at number 4, the LG Wing. You could love it or hate it, but this is one of the weirdest phones I ever used. And it's one of my favorite phones, by the way. It's one of my favorite phones I ever used, but it is weird. It has an unusual concept. You could use it as a regular phone and you could flip it up and it converts into a dual screen device. The main screen is in landscape and you have your secondary screen is in portrait. Now, the main screen is a 6.8-inch POLED display, 60 Hertz. And the second display is a 3.9-inch 60 Hertz display. Now, you could do all kinds of multitasking on here, which was cool. But every time I pull this phone out in front of people, they give me a weird look because this is a weird phone. It's something from Star Trek, which I really like Star Trek. This phone is just weird. And what makes this phone even weirder is that when this phone was released, it came out at a staggering $1,000 with mid-range specs, and it got ripped to shreds by tech reviewers, even though it's still my favorite phone. Now, this device got the 765 processor with 8 gigs of RAM, and at $1,000 was a tough pill to swallow. I mean, it was very pricey when it came out. But I look at this phone as one of the most innovative devices I ever saw. But a lot of people look at this phone as being weird. I mean, really weird. But what makes the Wing so good is the design and the cameras. But yeah, coming in at number 4, the LG Wing to me is one of the weirdest phones I ever used and one of my favorite phones I ever used. So coming in at number 3 is the Alcatel WP33. Now, this is one of the weirdest phones that had a useful feature on the back, which is a huge speaker. Now, I've reviewed a few devices in the past that had big speakers on the back, devices like the AGM phone that had a huge speaker on the back. Now, this device specs was okay. We got the Dimensity 6100 plus processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 5G support, 22,000 milliamp battery in this thing, and this insane loudspeaker that goes up to 136 decibels. That's right, very loud. Let me show you a demo on how good this speaker is. So check this out.
Be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame, a disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on this is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be, living in a time where disease is on every screen, I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering, negativity is a plague.
So yeah, this phone was weird. And once again, phones like this is going to be one and done when it comes down to software support. Now, this device was released in 2024 with Android 13 on it. And as of me recording this video, close to 2025, it's still on Android 13. Look, even though the OS is smooth, playing games is really good, but no support on this device is something that hopefully these companies will fix these issues. But yes, the Alcatel WP33 is one of the weirdest phones I ever used. So coming in at number 2, the Unihertz Tank series of devices with the projector. Look, I was blown away on using these Tank devices using a projector, but it's still weird that a smartphone that with a click of a button, you can watch movies, play games, and stuff like that on a larger screen or a wall. Now, you have the Tank 2s and the Tank 3 Pros that have projectors, right? Look, when I show people to project on these devices, they are instantly surprised on how this technology is on a smartphone. Even though people like it, they wouldn't buy these phones because they're big, they're bulky, and they're extremely heavy. This device is almost 600 grams. So look, these Unihertz devices are weird. They don't look that good. They don't feel that good, but they do have projectors on them. And again, these devices is one and done. No support whatsoever. No OS updates to those security patches. And that's unfortunate because the prices are going up on these Unihertz devices. But these phones is definitely weird. When you look at them, when you pick it up, when you hold these phones, the average consumer don't want phones like this. These phones are beyond rugged. Rugged phones is still a little lighter than these devices. But one of the things that I do like about the Unihertz devices is that you get days and days of battery life, and the projector is really good. But it's still a weird phone, and that is coming in at number 2 on my list of the weirdest gadgets that I ever use. So coming in at number 1 of the most weirdest gadgets I ever used is the GravaStar lineup of Bluetooth speakers. Listen, as a tech enthusiast, I absolutely love these weird looking speakers, but everyone that I know from friends to family absolutely told me that these are the weirdest looking speakers that they have ever saw. Right? These speakers are weird. Not only that the speakers look weird, the names is also weird, right? From the Mars Pro, the Supernova, the Mozart, right? Even though these speakers is number 1 on the list of the most weirdest gadgets I ever used, these speakers right here is the number 1 Bluetooth speakers that I use in my studio today. The sound quality is superb, but with very good highs, mids, and lows. The price is not so bad. But these are very futuristic speakers. I love them. As a tech enthusiast, a gamer, that look for futuristic devices. The GravaStar lineup of devices should be on your list of must-haves. I mean, look at that. Just look at this, right? One of my favorite ones right here, right? And look at the Venus. Now, this is the Venus. And this is really good. And this is going to be the Mars Pro. So these Bluetooth speakers is probably one of the weirdest speakers I ever saw, but it's my favorite speakers I ever use. So that is coming in at number 1. So when you hear the phrase of gadgets are getting boring, right? I think the most exciting, innovative devices come from the weird and the wonderful, right? The devices that make you go, what? That's crazy. These are the devices that make you go, wow, look at that. That's weird. That what makes these devices so fantastic. So here it is, right? My 5 most weirdest gadgets I've ever used. If you want to see more weird tech videos, stay tuned and subscribe. This is the Tech Preacher. I will leave all the pricing information and videos that I've done with these gadgets down in the comments, down in the description below if you want to check out the full video of all of these gadgets. This is Eric. See you guys on the next video. Peace.